What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 72 of the Taste Cast, our weekly podcast where we talk about things, react to things, do a bunch of random shit. My name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And I'm Chris.
And as you can see, Chris is here in studio. He's back. Temporarily. He's not here. No one needs to know he's here. And last time you were on the Taste Cast was episode 47. In studio, yeah.
Really?
Yep. Damn. 8 months. Which is crazy. I wanted to look that up because I was like, when was the last time you were actually sitting here? Yeah, last year, 2017, which is insane. So,
flew by, actually.
Yeah, it did.
Let's hit them like buttons for fucking Chris being back. And another thing that I'm going to say, I was going to say another reminder, but I don't need to remind you guys that. Mafia 3 and Dead by Daylight both offer free on PlayStation Plus. Make sure to download those, play those, come back at the end of the month for Plus Club. Let us know what we thought of those games. We'll let you know what we thought of them. I've been playing Dead by Daylight quite a bit. Make sure to check that out. It's pretty fun. And Vermintide 2 is our game of the month that nobody's playing yet, but we will. And come back to the month for that as well. We'll talk about that.
I've played it. Thank you.
I've played it as well. Did you play it this month?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you got me beat. I looked at it one day. I was like, Vermintide 2. I remember that. I'm supposed to be playing that. And then I just fucking opened up Final Fantasy 14. Which is a very weird decision for me to be making. Because one game is definitely up my alley, and the other one is a game that I have repressed issues about for some reason. Yeah, so with every Taste Cast, we typically start with what we've been playing. I'm going to start with Chris, because I feel like that list is a little easier to get through.
I literally played a couple rounds of Vermintide 2 and For Honor before I left.
Yeah, like literally before you left.
Yeah, like I stayed up all night.
right before you got on that fucking plane. You were goddamn playing those games. How'd that go?
Well, it's addicting. I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would, especially For Honor. Just getting the hang of the mechanics, stuff like that. It's fun, and memorizing all the attack patterns and when to use them right and when to feint is getting a little difficult for me. The hardest part for me is predicting blocks, like trying to adjust when I need to block the right angle. It fucks me over every time.
It's really interesting, yeah, because I don't have problems with blocking, but I do have problems with when to dodge because I'm so ready to block that I'm not thinking about dodging. And then someone will do like a crazy hard attack, and I just like go to block it, and you can't. So that game is definitely a game that's easy to play and hard to master. Yes. We were talking about this a little bit before, but that's a game that like has so many different characters with so many different moves per character that you got to kind of mess around with all of them a little bit, and then find the ones you kind of dig how they play, and then learn the moves. There's definitely an investment there if you want to get better at that game. But I'm in the same boat. I also played For Honor, and I liked it a lot more than I originally did. So that was a good surprise considering, well, me and you got it for free. Yeah. So, which was nice. I know that Chevy had to get it. I think Josh bought it as well on PC. I don't think it's very expensive. I think it's like $15.
For the starter one, yeah.
Yeah. I actually gave them, I think I paid like $50 for the coin thing, whatever the fuck their currency is.
Whatever their currency
because
is. Yeah.
I played it enough to go, okay, this is a game I'll play. I'll keep playing. And this is a game that if I would have been into it back then, I would have bought it for the $60 price tag. So I decided to give them the $50 because I wanted the fucking, all the characters unlocked and able to use. But yeah, me, you, Olmixai, and Josh kind of all fought each other for a little bit until it started getting late in the morning and everybody got really quiet and just, I'm getting killed too much. Everybody's thinking that. I'm getting killed. And Olmixai just sitting there fucking just watching us all fight each other. And then he'd come in and just murder somebody and create some arbitrary rules on the spot. No. You can't stand in the grass anymore. And just kill you. Like, okay, dude, just don't fucking put the gun away, man. But it was fun. I'd like to play some more. I'd like to learn. You said you were practicing with the shinobi?
Yeah. I like the versatility of being melee and ranged at the same time.
Yeah, he's one of the only characters that has like that much of a range outside of like the staff users.
Yeah, I mean, it's really predictable, but it's nice to just like fake people out with it with the feints.
As soon as I see him go, start swinging, I just run at him. So he's like, all right. I'm like, ugh, and I start hitting him. I'm like, stop, put that down. Stop swinging shit around. What did I tell you before?
No.
I like to swing things around. Yeah, I was practicing with the Orochi. I really like his speed and more reliancy on dodging. More my play style, because I mean, obviously blocking is important in the game, but I do like that the game has different types of people that are better at like being like, you know, hard hitters who block and stuff like that, more defensive people, and then people are more like assault like, and people who are more like dodging around. There's a really good diversity in like what kind of play style. It caters to a lot of play styles, which is really cool.
Right,
So.
and the gear really can change how you play too, because you can get gear that decreases your stamina, increases how fast it regenerates, and things like that. So you can really customize even like the minute nuances of each character.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting at first because I was like, man, that's not a whole lot of stat changes, but like just like in Dark Souls, it's like enough armor pieces and you start getting enough of a change into a certain area. They really balanced it pretty well because you can get, you know, you're not going to get all of your stats up really high, but you can find one of those to really excel in. I know you played it as well a little bit.
A little bit.
What was your impressions of it?
It's all right. I mean, I have to try out more of the characters.
I would definitely would like you to try different characters or more of them.
Did the main or the starter like Japanese unit that you that's like I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Balanced, the most balanced one. That,
yeah, the main one. I forgot his name.
And
the very just normal samurai looking dude.
Yeah, he's okay. I tried the dual wield one as well, and I wasn't really into that one. And then I tried the spear lady a little bit, and it was working enough for me, and so I just kind of stuck with that while we were playing.
I play her like kill, like I'll like back up and stab, and then I'll move forward and stab. I was like, back, stay over there while I stab you. They're like, stop. I'm like, no, fuck you, stop coming near me, but don't go too far because I want to kill you.
Yeah,
so I play Soul Calibur.
I don't know, like the PvE, like the co-op, you know, versus the bots mode or whatever, like that was fun. When we were doing the dueling,
Almec-sized trials.
Yeah, I was just
arena.
Completely disinterested in doing that part.
Yeah,
so.
no, I could tell. Me and you were fighting, and then you just kind of like stood there and looked at me. I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah. I mean, the same thing. Like when I was playing World of Warcraft and someone would come down and gank me, I'd just get it over with.
Yeah.
So I can go back to doing what I want to do.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate like neutral zones in MMOs. Like I like the idea of them, but like I hate when like they're like, all right, go do some quests over there. I'm like, I don't want to go over there and do quests. Like just go over there. Like there's assholes over there. Like no.
Go on.
Just go. Just do I need those quests done. You want to level up, right? I'm like, I don't want to go over to those assholes. It's like somebody going like, hey, can you go give me something from the store? I'm like, yeah, I'll go down the Safeway. No. Can you go to the bad neighborhood? Why? And don't drive. Walk. Can you walk there? Well, I don't want to go. That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Same thing with MMO. Like, hey, go get my fucking 3 things from in that shitty area where other people want to kill you and camp your dead body because they got nothing else better to do.
Yeah. But that's pretty much the all I did in the game so far. So
yeah, I like to play again and play against the bots. Every once in a while, I'll play against like real people, and it's obviously more interesting because it's a little more dynamic. But the thing that's really interesting about the bots is either they are okay, they're kind of more fodder, or they're ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Sometimes like a bot will just come up and go, and I'm just dead. I'm like, all right, fuck. Like there's no warning to that. He's just like, you're dead. I'm like, all right. Guess that was the fight. But yeah. You said you played a little bit of what?
Vermintide 2.
Vermintide 2. Mm-hmm. Anything new going on there? What level are you in that game? I haven't played that since it launched.
I have all of them at least level 10.
Okay.
But I think I have the dwarf and the elf close to max.
Yeah, I have one at max as well. And I think I played them all to 5, but I got somebody to like 10 or something like that. But yeah, it takes a little bit. You don't have any maxed out though?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
just because I play around so much.
Yeah. Well, and all the classes in the game are really fun to play. We should probably talk about this more though at the end of the month since we have to.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I was getting ready to start talking about Vermintide, but that's our game of the month. I was like, that's a fun game. Oh wait, we have a structure to this channel. But But yeah, so you definitely are playing quite a bit if you have all those guys leveled up. Hopefully, are you going to be back before the end of the month?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So we'll get a chance to play that some more. Because I was about to say, when that was announced, I was like, oh, cool. We'll all enjoy playing that. And I was like, wait, is Chris not going to be able to play it? He's going to be down here working his ass off in the salt mines 12 hours a day?
That'd be 2 bad months for him. Like, oh, hey, I'm going to pick Warframe, but now this whole week I can't
Oh,
film.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Anything else you've been playing?
Other than phone games, because that's all I have access to now.
What are you playing on your phone? Brave Exvius?
Maybe.
Yeah.
7-star meta's dropped. All right, I gotta get going.
I'm excited for whatever that is. It makes you happy. I'm happy.
Yay.
Any other phone games?
No.
I think it's interesting that if you pre-order the Galaxy Note 9, you can either pick between, which I'm very excited about. I really want it because I have the 8 and I love it.
One so bad.
not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but it is connected because we're talking mobile games. If you pre-order it, you can. I'm pretty much doing a commercial right now. You can either get like these noise canceling headphones, which are like $300, I guess. I don't give a fuck about those. I already got nice headphones. But or you can get like a special skin in Fortnite and 15,000 V-Bucks, which is like, I guess, $100 worth of V-Bucks or something.
Huh.
I was like, that's crazy that you can pre-order a fucking phone and they're going to offer you digital currency as a pre-order bonus.
Yeah.
And it's $100 worth, not $300 worth. Like, it's just weird.
Give me the headphones.
Yeah, I would take the headphones. Or you can get, yeah, exactly. Like I will say, the value there, unless you're super into Fortnite, is it's not equal. So I guess if you give them like $100, you get both though. So you're buying the V-Bucks and getting the headphones. Apparently those headphones I don't think they're worth $300. I think they're lying. I think they got a whole fucking warehouse full of these. Like, what do we do with these?
So they might retail them for $300. That doesn't mean they cost so much to make them.
Well, EKG, which is decent. So, yeah. So what are you playing?
Well, besides the For Honor conversation we just had, Final Fantasy 14. Got back into that.
You guys have all been playing games. I've been playing.
Well, I haven't been playing much, and the big push for me to play 14 was that you actually logged in. So
I was telling Chris that because he was saying that he's interested in playing WoW, and then he's like, "But I'm gonna play that too." And I was like, "Yeah, it's interesting because like you already have it activated, just
all the time.
You're just giving him money, which you're a fan of the game anyway. I almost said the channel. I hope you are. But
nah,
Nope,
fuck this
nope.
shit.
no, I got this hat just to make fun of you. Oh, Tesla Gaming, give someone $50 for this, or whatever the hat was worth.
Almost.
Yeah. Yeah, really weird way to prank me. But yeah, so you already have it activated, but you just kind of have it so, you know, you can maintain things with the guild or whatever. But I've had like this fucking weird sensation lately, like want to play MMOs, and I literally downloaded like 10 all at once. And I was like in this one a little bit, I'm like, nope. And I started playing, I'm like, maybe. Playing this one, I'm like, and I'm trying to get my Guild Wars 2, and I'm like, fucking hate you guys. And they never got back to me. I've not heard from fucking ArenaNet, which is insane. So that's just kind of like,
You can drive north and go talk to them.
they don't want to talk to me in person. So I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous, all right? I was a big fan of you guys, and you're going to do this, and then you made it worse by not even fucking getting back to me and at least making up an excuse. There's like, nope, not you. You can't play. Anyway, when back to Final Fantasy 14 was humoring playing it. I installed it, and then I went to log in, and I had the 3 days free, and I was like, wow, this is serendipitous. Fucking, they had that little promotion going on while I was interested in playing it, and yeah, so it's interesting that I started playing it. I knew as soon as I touched that game, fucking should I get a little in the air and be like, 14? Is there Final Fantasy?
Oh, blood in the air. Crystals. I smell crystals.
I smell crystals in the air. Chocobo?
I don't want to smell chocobos.
Oh, they're foul.
Final Fantasy to be had in the house. Yeah, so after that I was like, I wonder how long till Chris starts playing.
Well, Chris had stated the only reason he's not playing is because people aren't playing it. Which
I wouldn't play it either if I was just alone. Well, actually, that's not true. I was playing alone. you'll pay for it. I'm playing it.
I know.
So
that's just mostly to keep. In the game, you can buy a house, but you have to at least visit it once a month, or else they make the land available for other players to be able to purchase. So,
and then they hand the keys over to someone else. They're
We've
like,
done it
"You
twice
are
now."
the king now."
The house, yeah, it's our second house because we lost the first one was in a much better spot too. That really sucks. So
Was it the housing crash of 2008?
that was the Chevy stopped paying for Final Fantasy and stopped logging in for a while. And
Big mistake.
then they even emailed me. They're like, "We're gonna get rid of your house," and I was like, "All right." And they're like, "But you can get your stuff back if you talk to this vendor within 30 days." I didn't read the 30 days part, so like a year goes by. I log in and I'm like, "Where's my stuff?" They're like, "It's gone." It's like, "Fuck."
That's not your stuff anymore.
Anyways, I hit level 70 finally after
All right.
taking a huge break from when Stormblood released. Trying to get my item level up to the minimum requirement to try the Rathalos fight, which was another reason I've been eyeballing the game anyways, is because I wanted to check that out.
That was actually the thing that, like, I was already in the MMO mood anyway, but then we had watched some of the video of the Final Fantasy show. I was like, man, I want that Rathalos. That's fucking dope. And I was like, oh yeah, Final Fantasy. And I started playing it. So, I mean, it's literally because of Monster Hunter I started playing Final Fantasy.
As soon as I logged in, the first quest I went and did, there was a guy on the Rathalos sitting on top of a building, and then there was a bunch of people below him with Palico minions. So,
Was there a bunch of fucking... Did the whole town surround him?
pretty
Start
much.
shooting things at him.
No, fucking this... There's... What was that game? Huxley, back in the day. It was one of the first, like, next-gen, like, MMOs supposed to come out. And,
It failed.
And yeah, and it failed. Yeah, it sucked. But the build-up was so long, and people were waiting for this fucking game. And it was a first-person shooter MMO. And I remember I logged in, and there's just a bunch of us who all look the same because we're in the starting area. And fucking this dude just comes rolling in on his motorcycle, just fucking slowly rolls in, just stops in the middle of the fucking town, and everyone, including me, all just like looked at him. And we all just like ran up, and everyone's just looking at his bike. He's just sitting there, just looking at us. And we're all just like, it was just so bizarre to see everything stop in town. Just everybody's going, we're all like, we're just like, oh shit, look at that. What is that? Fuck, I want a bike. So I assume, I would hope,
That also
Rathalos would be exciting like that.
I remember in World of Warcraft, and I can't remember which expansion this was during, but went to the Orgrimmar, and there was a Tauren on a raptor, but I don't know what fucking shit he had like used and drank or whatever, but he was like the size of a building.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and everyone's just like staring at him like, what the fuck?
It's Godzilla, dude. They're fucking, oh!
Yeah. What else have I been doing? Started my Beastman dailies so I can get those mounts and minions, and trying to get
Beastman dailies?
Yeah, so in the part where you're at in the game, there's going to be like goblins. There'll be a tribe of goblins that are friendly that you can go do missions for, and then eventually you'll get probably one of my favorite mounts in the game, which is a bomb chair. It's a metal little throne you sit in, and a bunch of bombs are floating above it and pull you around.
I've seen it. I really want another mount.
Well, you got to do those dailies.
Level of white mage.
Yeah, or a tank. So
I'm not doing any of that.
you know, they.
I'm a monk, god damn
It
it.
was funny because they do a lot of stuff to like really emphasize like things that aren't being played as much. So like the healers get white mage gets a unicorn, I believe, and all the tanks get like a real beefy. Like one of them gets a giant bear. One of them
warrior
gets
a lion, I think.
Yeah, a lion.
That's the paladin,
Yeah.
and then the Dark Knight gets a panther.
Right. So it's kind of cool to incentivize people to play those classes.
I don't get anything?
No,
As a monk, no.
as a DPS class, you get nothing.
You are very played, so you don't need incentive.
I'm getting played. This is fucked up.
You get to kill things.
You don't have to worry about holding threat and keeping people alive. You just sit there and punch things, and
Like, don't stand in the fire, kill that thing. Roger.
yeah.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I like punching shit.
And then I helped you do a couple. Well, I didn't really help you.
You were there.
I joined in as you did a couple dungeons, and then I did a couple of the new ones as well. And that's where I'm at right now. So
Yeah, I got between rested XP and some other bullshit, I fucking did a dungeon and like gave me like a whole level. I was like leveling like really slowly, and then I did that. And it was like level up, and I was like, all right, fuck, I'll take that.
Oh yeah, no, the questing is not how you level in Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
So
Fates.
no,
Fates,
not even fates. It's dungeons and specifically the 100 floor dungeons.
Oh yeah, those ones.
Fates, baby.
It used to be fate grinding.
Oh yeah, no, that was the thing that actually turned me off from the game. I liked everything about it, and Fates were fine, but it started feeling really fucking monotonous. Just like back when like I was playing like consistently, there would just be like swarms of people just running from fate to fate, and I was just in this like fucking
It's a mosh pit.
this group of lemmings, just fucking the same people who ran to the motorcycle and shit. There was just us running around, fucking just blindly, fucking blank face, just killing animals and fucking running to the next group. We're like, oh, scary.
Yeah, and then you get the fates that would pop like once every like hour that would come up, and someone would just shout like it's up, and everyone would go over there because that'd be the one
The big
to
boss
do.
one.
Yeah, or in one of the zones, it wasn't necessarily a big boss, but be multiple phase one, and as long as you didn't kill certain targets, you could keep the fate going until the end of the time limit and just milk EXP out of it and stuff. Yeah, there was a lot of really awful ways to level before. I'm glad they fixed it. So
Yeah, it feels a lot better now. Even like doing random quests or whatever, it's very small XP, but if you're doing enough of them at a time, you get a good chunk. And like if you're not utilizing all of it, you're gonna kind of shorthand yourself. And obviously, like all MMOs, in some sense, you should be doing multiple quests or whatever. But like in this, you really want to be doing like all the quests and the fates as you're traveling to those quests, and just kind of dipping your toes in everything. Whereas like some other games, you do some very specific things.
well, once you get past the vanilla content too, you're gonna want to probably incorporate hunts and your challenge log and stuff into that as well.
Yep.
Just to get another boost.
Or just do the endless dungeon.
I need that boost.
Yeah, but then he's not. Then he's gonna do the storyline stuff, and he's gonna be like one hitting things, and yeah.
I think a Psycho is trying to get me to buy the fucking it's like a
shortcut.
skip or something.
Yeah.
Oh, the story skip. Yeah.
Yeah, which if I was gonna make another character, I would do just because I've done the story, but because I do think because the vanilla game has a story. It begins and it ends. It's open enough that there's the next, the expansion, but it is also a self-contained story, so you don't actually need to know everything that happened before. And Stormblood's the same way. Now there's going to be conversations people have that come back, but the story itself is contained.
Yeah.
So they do that on purpose because they don't want people to feel left out. So
Yeah, and doing those skip things doesn't bother me in certain circumstances or whatever, but with the amount of MMOs I've played, I feel like it would cheapen my first experience with my first character through the game to skip that. World of Warcraft's a little different because I've come back to the game so many times that the whole experience has been a blur. So if someone's like, "Oh, come do this part of the game," and then I do a thing to skip to that point, I don't care.
Yeah.
But Final Fantasy, I have enjoyed the journey through it so far, and because it is so story oriented, I hate the idea of skipping that part of it, which is I would argue probably the most important part of that fucking game. That's why I always say it's more of a single player game with people in it than anything, because there's so much story.
Chris has skipped almost every cutscene in the game. So
Oh shit!
yeah.
I mean, I watch most of them. I've skipped a couple, but
Well, in the vanilla game, the story's pretty simple. I mean, it's the Empire's bad.
Yeah.
They're making a huge weapon.
I just like that
them.
they even fucking just like Guild Wars 2 did it as well. Have like cutscenes. I think it's cool they added them, so it feels shitty of me to just be like, yeah, fuck it. Bye.
Well, there's gonna be some too where you're gonna right before you click on the quest to finish it, it'll pop up and be like, "There's a lot of cutscene coming up. Are you sure you have time?" So
Yeah, there's nothing in that game I really feel like you can hop in and just fucking do real quick. So it's good they warn you on that. Anytime I play that game, I need at least an hour.
Yeah.
to devote to that game.
God, MMOs? No, I need more.
There's some MMOs you can get fucking daily knocked out pretty quickly, or at least log in and do something. But Final Fantasy, it's all fucking pretty invested.
I'm such an achievement whore. I have to do everything. Everything.
Not me.
That's why I skip cutscenes. I ain't got time. I got stuff to do.
It's all about like the stuff for him and not the journey.
I need the achievements, not the game. Just give me the achievements. I need to be able to tell people.
Most of them have
got them.
pets and mounts and cosmetics tied to them. That's why I play games. I want to look good.
Fuck the game and the storyline. Just give me the pets and I want to look good.
My paladin's armor has been glamored to look like lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do that because I got the cloud outfit.
What?
Yeah, I got a cloud outfit.
They changed the veteran reward program. So all the ones, all the ones that were towards the bottom of the list are now. There's only 3 steps to the veteran reward program now, and all the old veteran rewards are unlocked by when you get achievements, you get points that you can spend now, and you can just buy them.
I wonder what I would get now because I was getting pretty close to the cloud stuff.
You probably would get all. 3
Wait,
of
why
them.
doesn't he have it? I do.
Because when we were playing, you had to have like 1,000 and some days playtime.
Like you had to be like from day one to get like everything that was available.
But they
1,000 days. Is that what you said?
paid for, or something like that.
Yeah.
Ugh. I got 1,000 days in anything. That's fine,
Now
actually.
they've made it to where it's 3 steps. One of them is Zidane's outfit, one is Squall's, and one is
Zidane's.
I want to know the Zidane outfit.
Cloud. So
Zidane, Squall, and Cloud. What was it? I think I was working
I'll
towards.
say I have all 3 of them. So.
Oh my god, I can't remember. That's wow.
Yeah.
I like cosmetics a lot. A lot.
There's also I think it was the pre-order stuff for maybe it's collector's edition, but there's the Warrior Light.
The barding.
Well, even like for you, like the helmet. And,
Oh yes, the helmet.
And then there's other ones.
I got the
too.
coral mount. That was the bonus one.
That
for
was
special-
collector's edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the floating eye, that was the login one. The behemoth stuff.
I got none of this.
I actually, next time we have a chance to sit down and figure out that achievement purchasing system, I was going to recommend maybe going and seeing if you can buy, if you have enough points to buy one of the mounts that used to be.
Yeah, see, I don't even know anything about that.
So
I don't know about no fucking points.
Well, I didn't either.
I would even
I just
recommend
learned
just
about it.
getting some of the old gear because I know the Warrior of Light helmet gives you bonus experience. If I recall right.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how much though. Anyways, we've been talking about 14 a long time.
That's a good thing.
Anything else? Yeah, let's do the whole taste cast talking about Final Fantasy 14. Anything else you're playing?
That was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to move over as a segue. I've also been playing Final Fantasy 14. Have been enjoying it. I've been trying to make it a point to get a level a night at the very least. I have not gotten a level in the last 2 days. But before that, I was staying consistent because I would at least like to beat the vanilla part of the game before my month's over in time, just as a goal. Because it is a MMO I like, and MMOs I like, I stick with and actually beat things. So I'd like to do that with this one. Yeah, like I said before, I'm playing a monk, enjoy it. It's pretty much the only class I've put a lot of time into. I've tried a couple other ones very basically, but to the point where I don't even remember what the fuck they were or how I enjoyed it. But I know I did do it at one point because I had to switch all my fucking armor and shit. But yeah, it's fun. Definitely recommend it. I'm going to stream it soon because Jeremy requested to see it, and so I will do it. I've been playing anyway, so might as well. Speaking of streaming, I streamed Dead by Daylight, which is one of our PlayStation Plus games for this month. So make sure to come back for Plus Club. We'll talk about that more. But just real quick, I enjoyed it when I first played it. I enjoy it now. I like it more now than I did before. It's really fun. I'd like to play with people I know because I feel like there's a lot of strategy you could be using in it. I will go into more of that as we close in. As we close into the end of the month, because I know I'll probably play it more. I will probably mention it again in another Tasty Cast because I don't think I'm done playing it. Played the Black Ops 4 beta last weekend and currently because it's back up again. Black Ops 4. I talked about it a little bit already on the last Taste Cast, but if you are somebody who was hurt by Call of Duty at some point and you hate them for it now, check out Black Ops 4. They've made enough changes now that it does feel similar but completely different. They are offering more game modes that are so different from prior game modes in Call of Duty that they are really trying to aim this game at everybody who likes shooting shit in games. They just introduced heist mode, where something I've never seen in a Call of Duty. You start up and it's almost like Counter-Strike. You purchase things with in-match currency, weapons and upgrades and shit. Everybody starts with a pistol, and then you're trying to steal money and get it out of there. And as the match continues, people get better and better gear. Never seen that Call of Duty. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, that is weird to hear.
When you get shot, you go down on all four. People can get you back up. That's not a Call of Duty thing. I mean, before last time that happened was Black Ops, Last Stand. If you had the advanced version of it, you could get brought back up. That's the closest thing they've had to something like that. And I know that's probably the same animation they're going to have in the Blackout mode, which is their Battle Royale mode. Because Battle Royals, you go down, people get you back up. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, that must be something they built for that. And they just put it in this mode.
I think it's funny, and because you've said this a million times, and it's just...
A million one.
And listening to you talk about what they've done to this game, they are literally the only ones actually like making Call of Duty games. The other two are taking that...
Ride the wave.
And like, making filler games.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what they feel like. World War II felt like a filler game to this. I mean, like all the new shit they added, I'm like, I'm not going to bitch about the filler games. I enjoy the Sledgehammer ones. I don't like the Infinity Ward ones. I have not played an Infinity Ward Call of Duty that I've enjoyed since Modern Warfare 2. So everything between that has been not good. So yeah, they literally are there just to keep you busy until Treyarch releases their Call of Duty. I mean, this one I'm really excited about, which I know a lot of the Call of Duty haters out there are probably like, whatever. There's a lot going on here. Really, really exciting stuff for Call of Duty, and I'm really excited to see what the Battle Royale mode's like, because they're showing that they're not afraid to change shit up in a bigger way than just changing some numbers in respawns and health and stuff like that. Whoa. Got a ghost in here. Just like earlier I was playing Dead by Daylight and fucking my door wasn't closed all the way, and I'm sitting there and I hear and all these fucking noises and shit. I'm like, I'm trying to get a generator and it's fucking and fucking I'm just like on edge, and then my door goes it just opens. I'm like what the fuck? It was just like the wrong time for that to happen. It's because you guys went out for the front door and the air pressure and shit. But I was just like, fucking. It's like, ghosts are real. I'm going to die.
What the fuck?
I was convinced for 1 second that just everything had changed in my life from that door opening. But Black Ops 4 is cool. Definitely. I'm actually not playing this beta as much as I normally would, just because I don't want to burn myself out on it. I'm going to buy it when it comes out. I'm going to play the fuck out of it. I know I like it. But yeah, a lot of really cool shit.
That's a tricky thing with a lot of those early access betas anyways, because I've done that in the past. A good example was Rainbow Six Siege. We played the crap out of the beta. And the game came out, I bought it, and it sat.
It took me over a year to return to Siege and enjoy it again.
It's weird.
Because I played out of any first-person shooter beta, I played Siege more than any other one. I've put plenty of hours into a lot of betas, but like that one I had played so much that when it released, I bought it and I was like, I like this game, and I put it in my collection.
Yeah, I played this though, yeah.
Yeah, because when I played it, I was like,
later.
I'll come back to you in a year when you guys add a bunch of new shit, because I'd played almost all the content. They released a lot of content in that beta, and I felt like I unlocked every single fucking operator in the beta. I had gotten everything. I unlocked all the weapons, all the fucking gear, everything in that beta. So like when it came out, I'm like, I played you.
It's like getting too much of a taste.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, with this beta, I already know there's the zombies mode, there's the battle royale mode, there's going to be way more maps and weapons that are really being limited about that. And they rolled out heist, which I didn't even know was a fucking mode until this beta was coming up. They're like, oh yeah, heist. I'm like, what's that? And I was like, oh shit, it's something. Like, that could have been its own fucking game. A lot of first-person shooters come out, and like, that could have been the game mode that people would have bought the game for.
Most first-person shooters do that.
Yeah, they're just really going like, hey, you like Siege? Play this. Oh, you like that game? Hey, play this. You like Overwatch? Come play this. We got you covered on everything. I mean, it's Treyarch doing what fucking Treyarch does, putting everything on that disc. It's crazy. Definitely. I mean, if you like first-person shooters, play it. Also played For Honor. We talked about that. I'm enjoying that, and I'm glad to say that I'm enjoying that because that was a game that came out that I was like, it's fine. I'm not huge into it. I'm gonna save my $60, and I'm glad I waited on it because this was the best way for me to get into it for free, and then I gave the money because I enjoyed it. Play a little bit of Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr, a game that I bought and really liked, and just kind of like was like, this is such a deep fucking game. I need to wait till other people want to play this too, because I don't want to invest this much time when there's other shit I could be playing too. But I went back to it because I'm like, you know, I really should be playing this game. This game's really cool. That's a deep ass fucking ARPG, man. Like it's fucking there's a lot to it. I feel like I'll like look at the skill trees and there's other skill trees that are completely locked and shit. I'm just like, there's a lot of stuff you can do in this game to build a character. The game's awesome. I really like it. I actually like the storyline. I think it's really well done. I'm curious how it works though, because the storyline, you don't play with people. You can't do it co-op. But you can play the game co-op, and it kind of makes sense after you play it, because when you play the game, it's got a lot of fucking levels too. There's like multiple like star systems. You click on them, there's planets. You click on those, and there's levels on that planet. And fucking then you click those, and then like the map looks like that place, but there's like a random mission you do there, and then you leave, and then the storyline will, you know, tell you what planet you go to, and then there's actually like storyline there. Right. But otherwise, it's all side missions. So I'm assuming the multiplayer is probably without the story missions, which is really cool because that game, it's a real slow burn, but because it kind of takes a while to level in that game. But it's a really deep game. I feel like you could put fucking hundreds and hundreds of hours into that game easily.
Well, then I don't have time for it right now.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, that's my thing. I'm like forcing myself to play. Cause I'm like, this game's dope, but every game nowadays has longevity, and this game is deep as fuck. It's the reason why I didn't play Original Sin.
Divinity.
Divinity's fucking awesome. I don't have time to play that game. And Divinity 2 came out, and everybody fucking was talking so much fucking good stuff about that.
Yeah,
I'm
like RPG of the year material.
And I'm
just
shit. Like, dude, I can't. Or like Pillars of Eternity. People were like, play that. I'm like, I don't have time to fucking play these games. I play a lot of games like in short bursts. And if I can find a game that I can get in, play for an hour or two, and get a deep experience out of, those are the games I gravitate towards, because it kind of hits, you know, a little bit of both areas. Otherwise, you know, I gotta like schedule fucking time. Like, well, I'll have 4 to 6 hours.
I'll see you Thursday.
Next month, I've got a Thursday open from 4 to 6 p.m. Nope, that doesn't work.
Sorry, Inquisitor Motto, this will not work for me this weekend. We'll touch bases next weekend. Last game on my list is Dead Cells, a game I was very apprehensive to pick up because I appreciate roguelikes, but they're not really my cup of tea unless they have permanent progression. It's really hard for me to play those kind of games if I'm not at least keeping something. And there is ways of progression in a lot of these games, like unlock new randomized things, and that makes it exciting for people who are trying to get that score, get further. But I need something to like show off, like, okay, I'm feeling more powerful now, and that's why Rogue Legacy is my favorite roguelike.
I still think you should play Moonlighter.
Well, me too. I'm not. I 100% agree. Every time I see it, I'm like, I should buy that. I haven't got time to play that, so I just wait on it. But that's a game I want to pick up as well. There's another one too that came out called Death something Death.
To America.
That scared the shit out of me. What'd you even say?
To America.
Death to America, yeah. You heard it here first on Tasty Loot Gaming. Death to America. Let's get this channel shut down. I'm gonna make shirts where it's just your face. It's gonna be a red shirt with your face in black, and it's gonna say "Death to America." On the back, it's gonna say TLG. Just the flag behind you says TLG. But yeah, it's a 2D perspective roguelike. You play a headless dude who is going through. This chick kind of says in the beginning, she's like, it's odd that every time you come back, this place changes. It's almost like it's alive. Which I was like, yeah, that's kind of an interesting way to put that.
Yeah.
And you go through and you find random shit and you use the random shit, and it's a really fast paced game, which I dig. A lot of roguelikes, you kind of are like careful or whatever, but this game almost makes you want to run in and just fucking beat people's ass. It like makes you really feel like a badass. Your guy kind of runs like almost like a fucking ninja, And there's a lot of, like, dodge mechanics, and like there's moves where people will attack and like you like dodge through them, stuff like that. So it's really fast paced. Has really good animations too when you hit people, and like the pixels almost kind of like move like a wave when you go through people, and
Okay.
they like shatter and stuff.
Okay.
It's really neat looking. It's really fun to play. Every time you die, it has kind of like the Dark Souls thing where you lose cells, but you can keep certain ones. I don't know. I've barely played the game, so I'm definitely not an expert here trying to tell people how the game is. But yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. It does seem like there is permanent progression. I don't know how I did it because I'm not very far into it, but there is stuff that carries over. What was one of them? I can't remember. but I'll just need to play it more. But so far, I'm enjoying it. I really like the art style. It has a cool like 2D, 3D look to it almost. Almost as if like it's like a more advanced version of Vector Man.
Oh.
How Vector Man, everything was like really like animated.
Yeah.
But that's a long time ago, obviously. That was
Right.
Sega. But every time I look at it kind of reminds me, because like the pixels are like moving almost in like a 3D way, but they're not 3D. Even when you walk through a door, like your guy will turn and walk through it, and it looks 3D, but it's all pixels. It's really neat. But it's interesting because Josh has been talking about Dead Cells for fucking ever. He was talking about it a lot, and I was like, yeah, it's a roguelike, whatever. And then like it just finally like I think fully released out of like early access, something like that.
It's version 1.0 finally happened.
Yeah, and it's first off, there's that big controversy at IGN. The guy allegedly plagiarized a YouTuber's review, and they fucking. Did you not hear about that? Some dude at IGN, his review was almost identical to a YouTuber's review, and IGN just fired him.
Bye, bitch.
Because they looked at it and they're like, a lot of times there's a lot of similarities in a review because a lot of people, if the game's really good, everybody's gonna be like, God of War's amazing. That's not plagiarizing, but I guess like a lot of its structure and everything was very similar to the point where IGN was like, this isn't cool. So they like got rid of him. They told everybody, like your trust is very important to us. If we have people plagiarizing people, it makes us look fucking awful. Yeah. So we want you guys to know that anytime we do a review, it's from us, and I understand that. He actually released a video recently.
It was non-apology?
Addressing it. It's worded really weird. And I was just looking at the guy and I'm like, yeah, you're kind of a weird dude. I don't know. That's just me being judgmental. But as soon as I look at someone, I'm like, people said you did something bad. And you're kind of a weird dude. Case closed. But yeah, he didn't like apologize really. He was not very sincere. He sounded like a dude saying what he's supposed to say. It's like, I'm so sorry to everybody at IGN, and I hope that the guy that I apparently ripped off, his channel is very successful. And like he didn't say a whole lot. It was really weird. So anyway, I think I got rid of that guy. That controversy happened. They did another review. They gave like a 9.5.
Yeah.
On their second review. So I watched the second review because of the controversy. I'm like, 9.5 is fucking high.
Yeah.
That's a really high fucking...
9.6 before. So.
Okay, so the second guy went down. Well, that 9.6 was plagiarized. Can't trust it. And yeah, I was like, it's pretty high, and fucking... It was just on my mind, so I picked it up, and I'm liking it so far. So pretty happy with that. I also want to pick up Moonlighter. It was on sale on Steam for like $18. I think it's only like $20. I was going to pick it up then, but I kind of want it for PS4. So I will wait to pick that up.
Yeah.
And that is what I've been playing. Whew. Yeah. Anything you guys want to say about anything at all?
I want to play games.
You have no means to play games at all?
No. I can play Wii games, I guess.
Why didn't you borrow your brother's Switch?
And by
he took it with him.
And by borrow, he means hit him in the back of the head with a bat and take it.
He took it with him on his debt.
And you broke your DS, so...
Well, I mean, the little thumb pad, yeah.
Oh, I thought he meant you just took him.
No, the thumb pad up top,
the joystick,
just snapped the inner ring on it, so it's still usable. Just it's not comfortable.
I get you like the thing, but you take a break every once in a while. You ain't gotta break the fucker.
So
I want a Monster Hunt.
You need you need to fix your portable gaming solution.
Yeah, I do.
No problem. Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
That's not the same, yeah. I mean, like, obviously this is a gaming channel. We're gamers, so the idea of, like, how long are you here? A week or two?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? That's a long time to not play a video game.
I would say, like, me and Chris play plenty of at least a game on our phones,
spend-
and I would not even remotely say that's the same itch.
You guys spend a lot of money on that Brave Exvius.
I haven't spent a dime.
I have the spending issue on that game. So
Fair. Let me know how much money you spent on Brave Exvius.
don't. That's your business, not ours.
I'm curious. I'm a curious motherfucker.
Are you a whale or a regular player?
Fucking someone's like, dude, I've fucking got so many hookers. I'm like, how much money have you spent, would you say? It's the first thing I'd be curious about.
Side story that is, Brave Exvius.
Unrelated to hookers.
Unrelated to hookers, but related
God
to
bless
Brave
you.
Exvius. There was a streamer that right after, not this most recent character, but the one the event that happened before the one's on. Anyways, they wanted the flagship character. That was a Star Ocean event. That's what it was.
Oh,
And so they're buying, doing all their gotcha pulls with donation money and whatnot.
Gotcha.
And they ended up spending, I think it was like $22,000 and did not get him.
I spent $0 and got all of the characters.
Yeah, that's randomness for you.
$20,000?
Yep.
They need to arrest that guy.
There's
It was on stream that people were paying him to keep pulling.
Yeah. There's
They need to
one
arrest
guy,
all of them.
I can't remember his name, but every time they do a raid, he's the top damage dealer for the raid, and it's because he puts his game on auto and lets it run through the money nonstop through the entire event. He just keeps refilling his lapis and buying more energy so he can be the top. He's the top one on every raid event. Every time.
Some people have that kind of money though, so it's crazy. They're the ones keeping those games alive.
Go do something. Get a hobby.
That is his hobby.
Well, if you're not playing, it's not your hobby. It's more of an investment at that point.
I guess so.
That's that fucking, look at that score build. Look at those character collection
I'm
build.
going to tell you right now, the day all the Final Fantasy VII characters are released in that game, I will be going for every single one of them.
That's 2 of them right now. You got 1 of them.
I got 1 of them. 1.
I want Tifa.
I want Vincent, but that's just because of nostalgia.
Agumon.
I like Agumon.
The Pikachu.
It's a Pikachu.
Shot Pikachu that game. Let us know in the comments, what have you been playing recently? Anything you suggest? Let me know if you're playing Dead Cells, what the fuck's going on in that game, and what to look forward to. And
Final Fantasy 14, what server are you on?
yeah, join ours. What are we on?
We are on Coral, which I believe is part of the Aether data center.
Yes.
La Cochon. We're on that one. It's pig. I said pig in French.
But the coral's a cat. Okay.
Naboosh or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh, La Mouche. La Mouche. What do you think a mouche is?
I have no
Welcome
idea.
to Tasty French Gaming.
Tell me.
It's a fly.
What do you think a risu is in Japanese?
It's those little chocolate cups.
I was going to say it's a
the
knockoff fucking peanut butter cup.
It means squirrel.
with the peanut butter inside.
It means squirrel.
They're really good.
Peanut butter.
risu.
Yeah. With the little peanut butter in the tummies.
Like Apache risu.
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon.
Lamushi Risu. We have 3 videos to watch.
Because Quakecon.
Quakecon just
Ooh.
happened. A bunch of Quake-oriented stuff was barely talked about, but they did talk about Fallout 76, Doom Eternal, Rage 2. I do think they said, though, that Quake is released or something. I don't remember. I saw a commercial when I was watching these, or not watching them because I haven't seen them, but when I was looking up these videos, there's a commercial and it's like, play Quake for free. So I guess that's the second commercial of this episode because I think it's free again.
I saw it on Steam, actually.
Yeah, because I told Josh to pick up Quake, and he's like, it's $5. I'm like, it's free. He's like, no, it's $5.
One, it's gonna be a free-to-play game when it does launch, but yes, I know what you're saying.
What the fuck did I pay? I got it for free.
You got it for free.
I got it for free. I was about to bitch about getting the game for free.
Early access.
Early access, yeah. The game's fucking dope. If you ever played Quake before, if you like really challenging, skill-based first-person shooters, Quake is dope. I will fight you in that game.
I mean, that's the point of the game.
I'm pretty decent at it.
Fight.
Unless one team is really good and my team are all like, "Wow, I've never played this game before," and I'm like, "Someone help me! All these guys are killing me."
Less thinking, more fragging.
All these people running around not jumping. I'm like, what are you doing? It's like if you're
A whole generation of gamers that didn't have to do that, man.
It's like when I was playing Tribes Ascend and fucking just sliding at like almost 300 miles per hour, shooting people fucking with grenade launchers and shit, arcing shots, getting awesome kills. And as I'm fucking flying by, I kind of look over and there's just a dude like just running across this snowy plain. I'm like, the fuck are you doing? What are you? You're gonna die. And he died like literally as I saw him just running
like
over
looking
there.
at him like, you crazy bastard.
Yeah, you are. Either he is fucking crazy or he's brave.
He can't slide because his balls are too heavy.
Yeah. He's like, I'm about to kill them all, son. Why are you sliding? I don't need to slide. This is RoboCop. Yeah, same thing with Quake. I'll see someone just running around. They're like just looking in the air, shooting at people with a rocket launcher. I'm like, you were in the wrong game, boyo.
Yeah.
You need a couple lessons.
You should look like you don't know how to sit still.
Yeah. Your screen should be doing this. And you should be jumping up and down. And anytime you see movement, you need to be launching that fucking rocket in the direction of where they're going to be going.
Yeah, not at them, at their landing point.
Yeah, whenever I see people shooting rockets directly at me, I'm like, what are you doing? You're not going to hit me. Anyway.
Unless you get a real lucky shot.
Yeah, well, that's happened. I was literally running and jumping, and all of a sudden I was like,
Look, Mom, I jibbed him.
Yep. Quake's very fun. You should play it. First video we're going to watch is Rage 2 Eden Assault. They showed off, because I kind of looked into what these videos are. They showed off, well, they've already shown off Rage 2 and Doom and stuff like that. But these are actually are apparently going to actually explain the game or show off some actual parts of the game storyline wise, which is interesting because with Doom we got like that quick teaser. And did either of you play the recent Doom?
Nope.
Yes. He's looking at me because he's like, I beat that shit, motherfucker. You don't know me.
What the hell do you think
I've never
you're
played
talking
any
to?
Doom.
Any of them?
Nope.
Oh.
You're missing out on a piece of history there.
Yeah. I love Doom. Everyone does, but the last Doom was really fucking good. It was a big surprise, so I'm really excited to see what this new Doom is like. But yeah, anything you guys want to say before we get into Rage 2 Eden Assault? Extended gameplay reveal trailer Quakecon 2018 with 1.4 thousand likes. People must like it.
Yeah, it must be all right.
I don't think so.
All right, let's watch it. Rage 2 feels like a mixtape of Doom. Okay. Really excited for this.
Welcome to the world of Rage 2.
Knock
An
this hat off.
unprecedented partnership in gaming. Rage 2 uses id Software's best in
Yeah.
Damn, that guy's a Jedi.
history of open world
Oh,
insanity.
that's gorgeous.
This incredible combination of action and scale plays as a smooth and seamless experience, completely free of load screens. Set 30 years after the events of the first game, Rage 2 takes place on an Earth that's begun to recover from a global catastrophe. Life is returning to the planet
30
in the form
years,
of
that's
diverse and
interesting.
awe-inspiring biomes. From jungles to deserts to wetlands and more, the world is springing back to life. Your character hails from Vineland, a secluded conclave that you're forced to abandon after it's attacked by the newly resurgent Authority. You start in the Secreto wetlands, where you've been sent to
that's cool
find
looking.
Dr. Cavassier. Fans of the original may remember him as your helpful ally. In true id style, your character comes equipped with a sizable arsenal of powerful weapons.
It's not an id game at all.
I'm so glad id's back, man.
Yeah, give me them shotguns.
And making its triumphant return.
Ooh, flu.
Everything's so like impactful. Like I love it. When you shoot shit, you feel it.
For you in a bit. With the Authority mutants out of the way, let's talk with Dr. Cavassier.
Eco 15. It was never deployed and remains in orbit around the Earth.
I like
I
this little
simply need you to
robot
travel to
parrot.
the Eden
This is reminding me
Space
of
Center and call it down from
one of the
orbit.
Fallout 2 to go get the gecko.
Yes, I forgot to say,
The what?
it might be
The
overrun by
the
bandits.
device that
The
can
goons want
regrow
to
all
be
the plants, stuff
precise.
like that in the
Goon
desert.
Squad is just
Because he was
one
talking about how
of
the
factions
eco
over
thing that
on
was
the
never
Rage
launched.
Hyper-violent
gotcha.
and completely lawless. The Goon Squad leaves a trail of destruction in their wake. The Immortal Shrouded, on the other hand, are a group
There's so
of
much
elite
character in the
bandits with
animations.
access to incredible tech, leading to mighty vehicles, weapons, and cloaking abilities.
So different
You
factions.
also have the Riverhogs, the Abaddon mutants, the Authority, and more to contend with. Each faction has different settlements, combat styles, and sweet rides.
Oh, I want that tank.
Vehicles were a big
I want
part
this
of
fucking
Rage,
game.
And 2 makes sure to double down. There's a mind-blowing assortment of charged up, chopped up, and jacked up machinery.
I kind of want to get it on
Drive in
PC
and
too. This is
contend with.
way too good looking.
You've got whiplash-inducing racers that will leave your opponent spitting dust. Formidable roaming enemies on wheels from every faction.
Who's the voice
And
actor?
as
Is
if
that
that wasn't enough,
Mila Kunis?
there's also the threat of massive convoys with their insanely powerful
I don't think
convoy
so, but
leaders.
she does sound
There's
familiar.
so much more to find and ride.
Might be.
Major Walker, there's a convoy near you headed to Gun Barrel.
Half tempted to reinstall the first Rage just to kind of see the difference between the games at this point.
Damn, that electricity's so fucking dope.
Yeah. Ugh. That was between the bikes.
I want this fucking game. This game is gonna be fucking great for people who liked Rage, and this game is gonna be great for people who fucking were like, Rage sucks. So it's gonna be like, no, it doesn't.
It's funny how much like an id game it looks and how much like an Avalanche game it looks.
Visually, it looks id all over.
One like weapon impact and stuff like that is,
Yeah.
is very
Yeah.
id as well.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, the Avalanche is bringing those mechanics that's gonna keep all situations interesting. You're gonna have so many different ways to do things.
I mean, they are trying to bring down Shinra.
Which is currently overrun
Yeah.
with Goon Squad. But not for long, because you've got an entire arsenal of powerful weapons, gear, and abilities to help you deal with this threat.
I like abilities.
Like Slam.
So it's like Valbon.
Oh,
As you take down opponents, your overdrive meter will fill up. When the meter is full,
damn, he was just ripping up.
That filter they got over it is really interesting.
pushes all of your weapons past their limit.
It's almost, it's like kind of slightly changing colors.
Right.
In addition to your collection of upgradable weapons and gear, there's the new and improved wing stick.
That was so cool.
Your wing stick can target and kill enemies, even around corners.
I love it.
Boomerang of Doom.
It's creepy when you're up on top of something with a rocket launcher and there's just a dude down there just like, I'm gonna throw this at you. You're like, don't do it.
No, please.
These missiles just blow you up. You're gonna cut me. I don't want it.
What the hell is happening?
I love it. I love any game that like will launch someone when you shoot them, but like they can juggle them with bullets.
Well, he just threw the grenade and was like, ah, he's dead, whatever. Just move on to the next person.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Unauthorized personnel are no longer present.
It's like if Valbon and Rhino had a baby.
You
Made
kind
it to the control room. Now bring down that ecopod.
Recall sequence approved.
Yeah, alright. I think they showed
Here,
this.
you'll get
They
access
did.
to a brand new
before.
ability, Shatter. A fierce blast of kinetic energy. Time to test out your new ability on him.
of. And combat just flows.
Yeah.
Force push. Do it.
Do it.
Bye.
Beware
Damn.
the massive mutant crusher. You'll come across many mutants like this throughout the world
Love
of
your
Rage
outfit.
2. Better stay on your toes or
Look,
you'll
it's
get
Winston.
crushed.
Look at that football helmet.
The wide open world of Rage 2 is bursting at the seams with weapons, vehicles, and over-the-top action.
That was like a mech.
Oh, I love the ragdoll.
We'll have even more insanity to show off in the coming months.
I need that fucking game.
Yeah, that looks good.
That looks really good in every way. I kept saying about like the ragdoll is really exciting for me because like I like ragdoll in all games, and I always make a really big point of that because I just love the physics of when you shoot someone. Like, you know, you get like something visceral to look at when you do it. But one of my favorite first-person shooters of all time, Fear, has some of the best ragdoll even to this day. I think just because it has a nice weight to it, that the bodies actually like kind of like have like a good flip to it. A lot of them just like in a lot of games just kind of like
Go loose.
yeah, really loose, and like it's fine, but like you get a way better feel of like weight and gravity when you launch someone like that. And in that game, it looked like it, even though you are launching them far. They got it down. That fucking feeling of just throwing people when you shoot them. It looks really fucking cool. Yeah. What do you guys think?
I mean, I think it looks like a blast. Probably one of the few people, and I didn't love the game, but I did like the original Rage. There was a lot of stuff there that I saw a lot of promise as I was playing the game. I could just tell it just didn't have enough going for it to like really give it longevity.
It wasn't modern in its systems.
Yeah.
But visually, it was like amazing and all that shit.
And especially because I don't think they were doing a whole lot of mocap yet either. That I was really impressed by the animations.
Yeah.
Because a lot of companies were doing mocap, and I don't think that game had a lot of it.
It might have been to a certain degree, but I think that was still in that area where people were still like programming visuals like that. So
I remember being really impressed by that aspect of it as well. But yeah, I can't. That whole trailer, I didn't see a single part where I was like, oh well, that looks dumb. I literally thought that everything they showed off looked awesome. So
yeah, no,
it's weird.
The whole game just looks fun as fuck, and that's something Avalanche does really well. Just Cause is a fun ass game that you can just keep playing. But yeah, like we're saying before, that id visual style and that id tightness to shooting is definitely there, though. It's a perfect fucking marriage, man. That game is gonna be fucking awesome.
I never played the first Rage. I actually never really seen any footage of it either.
Wow, that was just hidden from you.
Yep, just out of sight, out of mind.
See if I can install it remotely.
But it does look really fun and interesting. And surprisingly, I just watched Mad Max for the first time, and I was really craving.
First time?
You just watched that?
The new one, yeah.
Please tell me you liked it.
I loved it.
Okay.
And I was really craving like more like substance to like that. Like, I mean, it's like a substance, but I want more from that world, like that experience more of that. And this really feels like slightly different, but it still can deliver that to me. So I'm really interested in seeing how it's gonna be.
Definitely. I would love also if this game either has co-op, which would be amazing, or some kind of multiplayer component, because that game looks like it's just ready to have multiple people playing it.
Oh yeah.
Just with the mayhem of it. I mean, when I look at that, I'm like, that's what Borderlands could have been.
Yeah.
If they gave a fuck enough to make a third one. I know, obviously they are working on it, I know, but that's what
the
they say
rumor.
at least.
Yeah.
That whole company seems like it's they don't know what they're doing there, but yeah, that's a game I would definitely want to play with people, just because it's lends itself to just mayhem, like all Avalanche games. So, anything else?
No.
Looks awesome. Everybody's excited for it. Hopefully you guys are. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking about Rage 2. What do you think about this trailer? What are you hoping from it? Are you not interested in it? If you're not, let me know why. And yeah.
I don't like fun.
I don't like fun, goddammit. Why are you always trying to give me fun?
I want Force Lightning.
I only like golf games.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite. Next video we're gonna watch is Fallout 76. This is a game that I'm kind of teeter-tottering on still.
You and the entire internet.
Yeah, this is a very polarizing game.
I'm not part of the internet.
No.
Oh.
Well, you are. You're just on one half of it.
There's the internet, and then there's you.
And there's me.
Yeah.
The guy who just saw Mad Max and never played Rage.
Yep. Yep. Fallout 76 character progression gameplay presentation. I know this is part of the full presentation. I don't think it actually has a whole lot of gameplay to it, though, from what I was reading. But they do explain some stuff, which is what I need for this game. I need to know more about it because, I know it's Fallout, but to get excited about it, I'm going to need to know, what is differentiating this so much from the other Fallouts, because I know it's going to be online. And I think they explained recently too that how the nukes work. I haven't looked into that yet though. But yeah, anything before we hop into this?
I like Fallout.
I like Fallout 2. I like Fallout 2. No, let it be known, I never said I don't like Fallout. Let it be known. I liked Fallout 3 quite a bit, and I liked the original Fallouts.
Oh yeah.
And I love the visual style, and I love the world, and I like fucking little blonde Dutch boy. That's his name, right?
Pit Boy.
Yep. All right, let's do it.
You wake up in the vault. It's Reclamation Day. We have a full, customize your character like we've had before. It's even better now, and
It looks better.
let this go a little bit.
Ooh, edgy.
You get to take your ID badge. We've added this photo mode in the game that's really, really cool.
The photo mode allows you to change your field of view, zoom in, zoom out.
Like how photo modes have existed in games for a long time, but recently all games have to have, which I think is good because people are already taking screenshots anyway.
Right, it's a social media thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's advertising for them. So it's just weird. It's now like a standard.
Right.
There's not a lot of loads in our game, but when you fast travel, there's a little one, and so any of the pictures you've taken there will pop up like a random deck along with our curated photos. We really, came out of a game jam. We do these game jams in the middle of projects to see what new features we want to try to add in, and this was one of our favorite ones.
Yeah, it turned out really, really great.
And fun for
Did
socially
it?
shareable stuff.
Did
too,
it?
offline.
Doesn't look that great to me.
Friends.
Looks pretty basic.
And so, again,
Just like
make
your
your character
character.
a whole host of
Basic
it. You can take
bitch.
pictures where you want. You can also, anytime in the game, change.
She's like she's about to go get a macchiato right now.
'Cause you're going to play a character for a long time, and you can swap out, change your sex, anything, your hair, everything, just so that you don't feel like, well, I don't like how I picked in the very first second what I look like, and really, really cool feature. Next, we have. We'll show you stepping out of the.
Is that guy on the
vault and
left
first
like big, or
level
is Todd
up,
Howard still just
dig
a
into
child?
that.
He's very small.
So if you hit level 2 and you step out, you kind of complete the initial vault thing, and the first thing you do when you level up is pick a special that you want to increase. If you played previous
Agility,
Fallouts,
baby.
we have all the 7
Charisma.
specials.
Seduce
And after you pick the
everybody.
one you want to
Hey!
increase, you then pick a perk in that
cool.
special. So here we're choosing Gladiator, which is a melee perk. And then
So they're
that is a
simplifying it
card.
more.
Yeah.
You can see the perk system, the perks are cards, and then you equip those, and every special is a pool of points for the cards you want to equip, and each card has, I don't want to say mana cost, but a point cost for how powerful that card is, and do you have the right special for equipping it.
Right. And is it flexible, or am I jumping ahead? Do you have?
There's some more on that we can
Right.
get into and show you how flexible it is and why we made some of the choices that we did. But let's keep going, and then we can spend some time
let's keep
to see
going.
a more complete character.
Now, how about you shut up and you let me talk?
Right? Shit.
Okay, this is a level up to level 4. So we picked some more cards. But we wanted to show you how the cards themselves rank up.
Okay.
So you can pick that card again. So by picking Gladiator again, you can then combine that card with the other one to create a more powerful version.
That seems
but
like
it
it's 3
costs
stars.
more
That's it.
points.
That's cool.
So sometimes you may decide, well, I only want the 1-point version equipped for my character build versus the more powerful 2-point version because I'm using my strength stats in some other way. Yeah, so I think that probably makes sense, yes. I hope.
But there's more than 4 levels in the game.
Yeah.
No.
The
Nope.
levels keep
That's
going
it.
up
Game
and up and
over.
up. We
You
don't
done,
want, like, a
son? Get
game
out.
Where you have to stop leveling, but we had to make some very interesting decisions of what that means for a multiplayer game for balance. So let's run the next one where we see it's a much higher level character.
Right.
I think it's in the 40s. So here we are, and you'll see a character that's much further along. Picking
Yeah.
Here's a perk that lets mutations act better with groups. And so you can pick any perk that you meet the requirements for when you level up. There's no randomness there. And here's what it looks like with a character that's further along. We've upped the cap for each special to 15 from 10. That allows better balance for which cards you're equipping. And the cards right now.
You know what they should do? They should add in the card slots little symbols, and if you put the right symbol with the right card, it costs less. And if you put the wrong one, it costs more.
They should be able to add something to make the slots have more. Like you insert it into them.
And then they should take weapons, and you can level them and add
more
these
cards.
Yeah. And then you can redo it again to make the gun even more powerful.
By shoving potatoes into it.
That was a very interesting
Actual
discussion
potatoes.
amongst the team to try to figure out what do we do with charisma. But it
Those
makes
are good
sense in
ideas.
a multiplayer
Those are
game,
really good ideas that
a
someone
player
should put in a
that invests
game.
points in charisma and collects those cards.
It'd be crazy if they didn't charge you for it.
So we've developed
That's definitely got to charge for it.
Yeah, those ideas you'd fucking pay top dollar for.
Yeah.
By sharing those
I
we did
would.
throw a few cards in
If
there
I was
for the
playing that
single
game.
player. I think we have one as Lone Wolf.
Would have bought
if I
multiple
recall.
consoles from those
A Lone
people.
Wanderer, right. So if you can still pick some charisma cards if you're more of a solo kind of player, but the person that plays in groups all the time will probably invest more there.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't like that
and
guy.
You probably saw before. Again, when you level up, you get these are the cards that come into the sets you can pick from when you're level 4 or 5, whatever. We also experimented with, well, how do we add some more fun to it and give you more choices? And so we have added, because they're cards,
I like choices.
perk card packs. And every few levels, initially every 2 levels, you get a perk card pack, and that has 4 random cards. Again, you could have picked these, but it gives you some more interesting choice that you might not have picked.
How do you get the other cards?
To give you some flexibility
Buy them.
in your character. And then later on, you get them every 5. But let's look at a perk card pack opening, because they're a ton of fun.
It's a ton of fun.
They literally took this out of Fallout Shelter and are applying
We
it
do
to
have
this
gold.
game.
That one's
Yeah.
great.
Even the sound effects sound really
gold
familiar
cards that
too.
animate. Of course,
Hey,
you
look,
get
a
Joker
stick of gum.
Nice.
And the gum actually, for fun, is a very slight. It reduces your hunger for a while if you chew the gum.
Nice.
It's kind of cool.
And so they're a ton
I forgot
of
they
fun.
had to
You
eat.
hit that level and you're like, oh, it's level 6. All right, I get a pack. You get to pick your regular perk and then also see like, okay, I got these other ones. Is there something I want to swap out? And that's something good to talk about is the swapping of the perks.
I play
because
Pot of
you
Greed and
mentioned
draw
that,
5 cards.
The packs help you discover something you might not have known you wanted, but how flexible is the system, Jeff?
You can sorry, Gary.
Go ahead.
You can swap out perks anytime. Generally, again, to reiterate, when you level up, you pick a special. You get a point in that special, which is the pool of points that you can slot perks into. You also get to pick 1 perk per level. Generally, you'll pick the perk from the special you chose, but you can also pick other perks if you have available points. And then these are wild
feel like they're
cards. So
describing
every
a card
2
game to
levels
me.
from level 1 to 10.
That they're still
and then
going
every
on
5
about.
levels after you get one of those perk packs. And what
I
they
kinda
allow you
get
to
the
do is
gist
to
of
experiment
what
with
the
some other
system is,
builds
so-
that you
Yeah.
might not normally have played. Remember, you do
They
start
didn't
with
have a
one
very
point each
good
special,
like
so you will
talking
have unused points
presentation
from
though during
beginning to
E3 as
where
well.
you can try
So I don't think it's their
something
strong
like that.
suit.
What we have found is that allows
You
players
know,
to
this
go,
is
hey,
better
what are
than
these
their
luck
E3
Oh, this is
present. Yeah.
way
You
fucking
want to
better, yeah.
search containers for extra ammo, and as you play a survival game, you go, wow, getting extra ammo in containers is really valuable. And those,
Although I
remember,
miss,
you can also share
Andrew
those perks. So
WK.
if you have perks to share ammo, and you
He's just
share
been in the
them
back
with your
fucking
team,
headbanging
every member of the
silently.
team can have ammo in containers. These are bonuses on ammo or food you're finding, or your carry weight's a big deal in this game.
Just like
lot
all of the
interesting back
Fallout
and forth with developers on how much you can carry or not. And you know,
I feel like all this information could have
well,
already
that sounds
been
cool as being able to do plus 20%
addressed.
damage with my pistol.
Well, this
But
information
in a
is
survival game, being able to carry more
information
means
if
you'll be
you've
able to
played
carry
into the
more.
Fallouts
Yeah.
before has already been told to you.
You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of ways
mean,
that interplay, and it's.
And I agree
there's
on
so many
that
cards
on
in the
aspects,
hundreds,
but they also have to
and
assume
you're
that you
able
maybe
to
haven't played one.
really
So.
do
Yeah.
this cool
Yeah,
builds
that's
and
fair.
swap things in and out, and then I'm on a team. I have a great perk for this team that I might not want to carry. Lone Wanderer is a perfect example of that. Lone Wanderer, as soon as I play that when I'm playing solo all the time, because it gives me a bonus to my experience and damage. And as soon as I get on a team, I turn that off because I'm on a team now. It doesn't work, and I'll equip a different card that I can share with my team.
So when you say builds, you're not really talking about sitting there and having multiple kind of decks. You're talking about having more of a baseline and then making little changes here and there quickly and easily. Is that a kind of a correct way of putting it? Or?
Yeah, your character, you're still progressing the way you would expect in an RPG, and it's kind of growing and growing and growing. So it's kind of what Jeff was saying. You're swapping
I would have liked to see having multiple loadouts, so I don't have to sit there and customize each little nuanced detail.
Maybe they will.
One or two that
have like presets and swap
them.
them.
It's a higher level than you are. So it's like a few levels in shooting distance. So you say like, oh, I didn't even know that was a perk. Maybe I want to pick agility on my next level up because the game has given me this other perk and I just want to try it out. The other thing is, this is the multiplayer part of it, that when you hit level 50, you don't get to pick any, you don't get to give out a special point anymore. So that doling out strength and all that stops at level 50, but you still get to pick cards.
Okay.
So that gives us a
so you
continuing
still
thing
fuck around with your
where,
build.
okay, I hit level 73, and I'm still like, you know what? I never got to pick that perk, because again, there's hundreds of them. I'll go pick that one. I want to try it out. So you're not, but we're still
It's good to hear there's
the
hundreds of
power
different
curve
perks, though. That's cool.
that in our other games, like a Skyrim or a Fallout 4, just like your character
Oh, you guys made
more
that?
and more and more and more powerful. And we knew we couldn't really have that in the game.
How about you make another one?
You talk about the discovery of perks
wanna
too,
play it
and
on
how
my
you might
toaster.
discover them in a card pack. You might see your friend using one that
You
you
put
never
it in the
thought you'd
Tesla.
use. Have any of you, in your own internal play testing, found a perk that you never thought you would use that you're like, wow, this is really cool? Chris?
All the time.
Any recent examples?
Well, I remember when I first started playing the game, I did exactly
Is his
what
mouth moving?
Todd alluded to.
That was crazy,
Where I
dude. It
always
looked like
picked
he's
the
just fucking-
percent damage perk. Because I'm thinking, okay, I just want to do more damage. As I played the game and discovered there's a lot of value in doing things like building up your camp and doing a lot of exploration and gathering resources, I started to actually take perks I would have never picked in a single-player game to reduce the amount things weigh so that I can actually carry more junk. So I can
I love
bring that
junk.
back to my camp. And I
So
find
do
that I'd swap that out a lot.
I
Like
bet.
if I'm playing myself
I bet you do,
and
Chris.
doing more exploration, I tend to use those kinds of perks. But if I play in a group, we typically have some objective in mind. It's something we want to go and kill, and then I might swap some of those out for the more traditional damage perks.
Yeah, Jeff, anything for you that emerged?
At least it doesn't
recently
lock
that
you
didn't
into
think
like
you
one
would
character
use, but
build.
ended up using?
I mean, you're still getting like kind of locked in by your stats,
I
but
did get one of those weird mutations the other day.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's permanent. Even
They're
the
a
way
lot
you
of
look.
fun,
I mean,
too.
like it
So
seems
I
like
was
there's a lot of.
playing, and all of a sudden,
it seems really
when you have a lot
modular
of rads
in the
when you're
experience.
susceptible to mutations, like in real life. And then I got a mutation called bird bone, but I didn't realize I'd gotten it. And all of a sudden, I was over-equipped, which is always a frustrating experience in a game. And I'm like, why am I over-equipped? And I looked and I had this perk, and it let me jump extra high, but it lowered my strength. So again, like the way the dynamic systems work is incredible. And you can spend a lot of time in that perk menu, but remember, it is a live game, so make sure you're in a safe place.
And then I have another question. Who gets to write the jokes in the gum wrappers?
That is Emil Pagliarulo, or he does all of the
The master of the memes.
He's done that for
yeah.
us for a long
Yeah.
time. He wrote the arrow in the knee. That wasn't really a joke.
What?
Became a joke.
He enjoyed that. That was a good one.
Poor guy.
That is funny that the arrow in the knee thing. It's just a fucking just lived on. That was like it wasn't a fucking joke. All right, what do we think?
That wasn't really what I was expecting that video to be.
Yeah,
I'm getting a little tired, actually.
Yeah, I was like, all right, this is. I need to watch that video every night when I'm going to sleep.
So I mean, I'm glad that they explained some gameplay stuff on it because
Yeah.
we've been missing that obviously, and it is good to hear that you get to customize your character and you can kind of tweak that as you play. I get a little worried about the whole card idea because after playing Fallout Shelter and knowing how many people have played that game and how much money they've probably made on selling decks of cards, that's what I see.
all I'm hearing.
Yep.
So worried about that, but otherwise, with just what that video was, which is literally talking about the card system, it sounds like a neat system. So
Yeah, I agree. I have some worries because when I start hearing decks of cards in a game, I'm worried about you buying those, and it's fine if you want to do that, but those type of games are not really games I normally am playing a whole lot of. So, and it also kind of screams to me a direction that Bethesda has been in for a while now. But I could be wrong. But I do like the idea of having that ability to collect new cards and organize your build. That'll add longevity to the game and excitement when you're finally getting that third version of that card you've been wanting to get 3 stars. That's really cool. I also like that they have some weird ones like being able to jump higher and stuff like that. I mean, that kind of stuff is always something that I've really enjoyed in a lot of Bethesda games because they really lend themselves to exploration and kind of freedom a lot of the time. So, and I love that. So it sounds like a cool system to me. I do like that because it's an online game. They're allowing a lot of freedom in a lot of like their more single player games. I think they got a little too open with like everybody's character being able to do everything. That's one thing I really liked about the older Elder Scrolls games is like everybody had their own stories. But this is an online game, so I it doesn't bother me. I think it's cool to play with your friends and collect shit like that together. So and have that excitement of going, oh, I fucking got the card I needed or whatever, and somebody like, oh, congrats. So it's pretty cool. It's definitely every time I hear about this game, I'm interested in for sure. I want something to make me watch Rage 2 and go, fuck, I need this game. So
it's interesting. I like the way that they're doing this perk system now. With the cards, but like you said, it does bode poorly for the future if that's how they're going to do it with buying card packs to get better perks. But it doesn't sound like that's how they're going it, but you never know.
Right. Something worth thinking about.
Yeah, and I do like the idea of being able to change your characters, like appearance and things like that, although I wonder how that's going to affect perks, because I know certain perks in the game are based on what gender you are.
Yeah.
Like Black Widow makes you, if you're a female character, you do a lot more damage to male characters.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder how that will play into the game.
If they have them.
Because
they did specifically mention a lot of things that work in a single-player game don't work in multiplayer. So.
Right. So I'm intrigued how they're going to work charisma into a game like this, because, charisma is really usually based about talking your way out of situations with NPCs and seducing NPCs and things like that. So in an open world or an online game like this, it doesn't usually work very well.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know in the comments. What do you think about the card system, the perk system? Do you have any worries about how that might be used? Do you think it's going to be fine? Do you prefer those systems? Do you not like those systems? What do you think about everything that comes to Fallout 76? Is there a video for this that we should watch to get more excited? Let us know in the comments because we will watch it. And yeah, let us know everything you're thinking about when it comes to that game and that trailer. Last video we'll be watching is Doom Eternal, sequel to the last new Doom. This is Phobos gameplay, and it is 6.5 minutes. So anything you guys want to say about this before we watch this?
It's about demons, right?
There is demons.
And jibbing.
And jibbing.
Jibbing.
And the
little bloody bits, right? Jibbing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn into... Never mind.
And I'm excited to see this because I really like the direction that the last Doom went in. They kind of went back to the idea of the original Dooms in a modern day where it's more about just kicking fucking ass. Mm-hmm. That's the whole thing now. It's like you're coming in and just murdering people and like ripping people in half and shit. And whereas like Doom 3, which I loved, was more of a survival horror game, which was done amazingly. I would love to see almost maybe 2 lines of Doom being created, because I'd love to see that kind of thing happen again. But the last Doom was very cool, so hoping to see more visceral, crazy Rage 2 like combat, because like I said, it's back to making badass shooters. All right, let's do it. I keep wanting to count down, but you're here, so which is so much more nicer.
3, 2, 1.
But I'm like, I feel like I'm like, where's Chris at? I don't see him on the screen. All right. Let me say it again. This fucking looks gorgeous. This one seems like it has a lot more stuff going on visually. The other one had like maps you're going through shooting people, but this actually is cool to see people.
Yeah, everyone getting out of your way apparently though.
I like the music.
Hey, thanks.
Access.
I feel like I was just letting you drag him over there. This looks good. What are you, John Wick now? I'm not opposed to it.
Hey, thanks.
Apparently Doom guy is just fucking
A
intimidating.
badass. This is cool looking. Oh, they got the little flying buddies. I need
Dude,
to
look at
buy
that gun.
I need to buy Doom and fucking beat it. See that thing splat? This is cool.
It's fast.
Yeah.
Pulse rifle.
I mean, your character.
Oh yeah,
You move
yeah. Oh, you haven't played Doom. Yeah, Doom 3 is the only slow Doom. This is how Quake played too. It's just flying, and I think it's cool because back then that was just how the games played, but now they're on purpose making it fast, which is really cool. Look at the lighting, like when they're popping and shit.
The corridors make me think of an Aliens game
Dodge
or
was
movie.
Yeah, Dodge was cool.
Coming through.
I'm a big music dork. Fucking, I love the minimal electronic style that they got going on. They have the cool atmosphere of the game.
Double barrel shotgun.
He pull himself closer though.
Man, this is fast paced as fuck. I love it.
Ew.
Looks like parts of it coming off.
They have
Yeah.
that kind of dodging in the last one.
I don't remember, to be honest. I feel like it might have, but I don't remember.
Makes you think of Vermintide's dodging.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, thanks, bye.
I know executions was how you healed and got ammo and stuff in the last Doom.
I think if I buy it, I'm gonna get it for PC as well, because I played the original or the last Doom on I think console.
Oh. Fuck you. Okay, so slows down time when you're switching weapons.
Yeah. I believe Doom VR does that as well. When you move your character, it slows shit down. Damn. It looks so good when they did the execution. It almost looks like CGI, but it's not. That just shows how good the game is looking.
The Beholder?
And for how fast paced it is, everything is very like smooth. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Ew.
It's funny, in Quake Champions, there you can play Doom Guy and BJ Blazkowicz. I think Doom Guy's fucking special is he starts punching. So he just clicking, he starts flying through the room, just like blowing people up. It's fucking dope.
Oh.
I love you have a shoulder-mounted weapon.
Yeah.
They're really doing a weapon showcase.
Yeah.
I like how it seems like most of these guns have an alternate fire that does like something completely different.
In a game that's so fast-paced, like just murder, it's good. There's different ways to do that. Because one thing I will find boring in a shooter is if you're killing a lot of dudes and you're just shooting them.
Just holding down the fire button.
Yeah, because it just starts, you know, kind of...
It gets monotonous.
Yep. I'm gonna go look and see. This is probably on sale, or the last Doom's probably on sale right now because of this
QuakeCon sale happening on Steam right now.
It seems like if you aim at or look at different parts of their body when you execute them, you do different executes too. Or at least with the humanoid ones. It's a Protoss.
Those guys from XCOM.
Fire! Hey, what's that?
Oh, sword.
Oh, a bastard sword.
That was abrupt. Thoughts?
Fast paced, really smooth, great looking. Probably not something I could play myself, but I would love to just watch someone play that because it just seems like I don't know, just a blast, really. So
I could definitely play this. It's right in my fucking alley. I'm so excited for it. It looks really good. The weapons look dope. I love the atmosphere. It also feels bigger than the last game. The last game was like more tightly corridored. It looks fun as shit. I said it twice already in this episode, but I'm glad to see that id is putting out FPSs that are getting me excited again because I don't think a whole lot of people make them like they do. I'm glad they've modernized to the point where the games feel like they belong nowadays. But yeah, that looks really fucking cool. Between that and Rage 2, I'm like really excited because like we're in an area right now where we're getting like Battlefield, Call of Duty, and maybe some other shooters, and it's good to see something that has nothing to do with those games. It's not even in the same fucking ballpark coming out. That's exciting again because and I know you're not super excited about first-person shooters, but
these are all story-driven games though.
Yeah, well, I mean, like fucking Wolfenstein 2 was amazing. I was talking about the other day. I was like, I want to play that again. It was so fucking good. And like a lot of times when I play first-person shooters, I'm playing them for the shooting and unlocking shit, or I'm hopping online. But to play first-person shooter and get an awesome story is a fucking rare thing. It's a rare thing, and I love it. So, and I don't know if this is gonna have that or not, but it's just exciting. It's exciting to be getting a varied amount of different kinds of first-person shooters. Again, it's been a fucking grip. So, really excited for this.
Bang bang, pew pew. It looked really cool for a shooter. Graphically, it was really nice. It was really intense feeling, dark. Like I think this game should be, just from the description I've heard about Doom before.
Hell.
Yeah, hell, just spewing out baddies, and you're just apparently super fast badass man who just runs around and punches enemies to death. Will I get it? Probably not, but it doesn't look like it's something I wouldn't get because it looks like shit. It just probably doesn't look like it's up my alley.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I feel that. Yeah. Anything else on that? Out of those three games, what was the most interesting looking one?
Rage 2. Are you processing?
Computing.
He forgot what we watched.
No, I remember. I'm just trying to figure out which one was the most interesting because I'm really interested in Fallout because I've always liked all of Fallout games, but we don't know enough about it really to be super driven personally. I guess Rage, yeah.
Yeah, Rage 2, definitely. I'm fucking so excited for Rage 2. But I mean, Doom's right there behind it. And Fallout, still where I was before. Interested.
Goddamn mystery is what it is.
I want to be sold on it. Let us know in the comments, what do you think about Doom Eternal? What do you think about how Doom is now as opposed to how it was? And what do you think of Doom 3? Yeah, do you like shooters? What's your favorite first-person shooter? And that's going to do it for this episode of TasteCast, episode 72. So always thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Enjoy this episode. Make sure to check out our other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook at Tasty Loot Gaming. Check me and Chris out on Twitch at Tasty Senpai and Tasty_Fruit. Hit the notification button to know when we go live. I streamed today, so I am streaming again. Hopefully that lasts. And yeah, my name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And I'm Chris.
We have a Discord. Go check that out. And we're also on all podcast platforms. If you like to listen to us on iTunes and Spotify, go check that out. And if you're listening to us, come check us out on YouTube at Tasty Loot Gaming. But until then, have a great week and take it easy, guys. I forgot what day it was. I was like, fucking. Do I say weekend?
Have a great time.
When is this?
I hope you're having a good time in life right now, wherever you're at and whatever you're doing.